On April the 7th of 2015, we decided to take a trip and get out of town for a few days since the children were out of school due to Easter vacation. So on the morning of Tuesday, April the 7th, 2015, we departed our home here in Chapala and drove toward Guadalajara. We took the loop around Guadalajara to Mexico Federal Highway 54, which is a two-lane road that travels through the Jalisco Highlands. We had been told that it was a very scenic trip, and it was. Beautiful mountains. And it took us all the way to Zacatecas, and when we got to Zacatecas, we saw the beautiful colonial city, which was founded around 1836, and due to the wealth from the silver and gold mines, they built quite a magnificent city. Today, the colonial part of the city is known as a World Heritage Site. And when we arrived, we got our motel room and then toured the streets. And I was impressed by the pink colored stone that most of the buildings were built from. This pink stone is just native to this area, and they used it quite a bit for their expensive buildings. The city was very busy, very narrow streets, little cars, and you really had to be careful when you were driving. Not much room to maneuver, and a lot of the sidewalks were very close to the road, so you had to pay attention or you'd get hit by a passing car. It was evident that this city had not been planned as a automobile driving city, because the streets and everything had been built prior to the invention of the automobile. After walking quite a ways, Logan and I got quite tired, and we had to start taking breaks anywhere we could along the way. I think that a lot of these areas would make you think that you were in a European city, because they looked very much like the pictures of Italy and places I've seen in movies, although I've never been to Europe.
Y luego ya llegó mi tierra a mí.
Finally, we came to a very beautiful park built next to the old aqueduct. The old aqueduct used to bring water into the city, and I was quite impressed by it. It was built with that pink stone and was quite beautiful. That was a very beautiful park. They had a lot of picnic areas and benches. People were resting around, and they also had a bandstand set up. They were going to have a musical concert later that day, and they were getting everything ready for that, but we didn't stay for that. After that long walk, we went back to our motel and rested until it was time for the evening meal. Then we walked and found a meal at the Acropolis restaurant, which is right in the highest part of the city in elevation, and quite good meal for the night. And then we turned in and got some rest, and we were getting ready for the next day of touring.